Can an adult apply for South African citizenship through their informally adoptive father? The short answer? If her de facto father was assumed to be her biological father, the child would qualify for South African citizenship by descent. The whole question, what is the legal status of a child who was born in Zimbabwe to a Zimbabwean mother who then married a South African man living in Zimbabwe at the time? The South African husband gave the baby his name and signed her birth certificate. Can the child apply for South African citizenship through her informally adoptive father? And can the father could legally adopt her, given that she is 22 years of age? The long answer: if the man has acted as the child's father all her life, married her mother before the child was born, gave the child his name and signed her birth certificate, then why should the authorities suspect that he is not her biological father in the first place? He has been her father, in fact, de facto as the law puts it, even if he is not her parent biologically. If her de facto father was assumed to be her biological father, then the child would qualify for South African citizenship by descent. If she was born outside South Africa and one of her parents was a South African citizen at the time of her birth, and if her birth was registered. This is the list of documents required by Home Affairs in South Africa for an application for citizenship by descent. Completed BI-24 form, to be endorsed by South African parent of child being registered. Completed BI-529. Child and South African parent. Original or notarized copy of foreign birth certificate. Original or notarized copies of South African parents' proof of citizenship, such as a birth certificate, ID book, or valid passport. Original or notarized copy of parents' marriage certificate. A notarized letter of consent from the child's non-South African parent, giving her his consent for the child's birth to be registered in South Africa. Adoption order, for those who are adopted by South African citizens. If for some reason she does not qualify for citizenship by descent, then she could automatically qualify for South African citizenship if she was adopted by a South African citizen. In South African law, according to the Children's Act 38 of 2005, a child is considered someone under the age of 18 years. And when it comes to the adoption process, anyone older than 18 cannot be adopted in South Africa. In Zimbabwe, too, the person to be adopted must be under 18 years of age. But unlike in South Africa, adoption states that a waiver from the Ministry of Public Service, Labor and Social Welfare is required for children over the age of 18. So it appears that it is not an open and shut case as in South Africa.